We have no mercy for those that come to disrupt the restoration of this struggle. We don't negotiate with anyone. We will never do that. Because when you do things like that, you encourage the same thing to be inside the government, and they will continue to do what they are doing. There's an added access.
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you to this amazing platform. Thank you so much for joining me on today's program, and I wish you a very happy new year. Finally, we are now in the year 2025, and as we proceed in the year 2025, we must not forget that we have a lot of responsibilities. Our responsibility in this platform is to give you information and make sure that you have an update on what is going on in Biafra land, more especially things that has to do with the restoration of independent state of Biafra. Today, I am going to share with you a very important video. Please pay attention to this video. In all the information that we see here, you are going to see that they have started again a new deceit to distract us from the restoration of independence of Biafra. We must not be distracted. It is either Biafra or nothing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it to us, and he has not changed his mind. If anybody tries to insinuate that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have changed, that is a lie. Watch this video from beginning to the end. You will understand that the enemies will never give up. And those of us who are focusing on the restoration of Biafra, we must not give up. Do not get distracted, regardless what you hear or what you see. Always remember that it is Biafran first. All eyes must be on the rising sun. Every eye must be on the rising sun. Do not allow yourself to be carried away with things that are happening around you. The restoration of independent state of Biafra is one thing that we must focus on. We have the United States of Biafra now. Let's watch.
Ostagwana was the first traditional in Igbo land to wear this. Nobody wore it before him. Nobody.
And someone is telling me it was a Igbo of Onitsha.
Rubbish. Onitsha are not originally from Igbo land. Onitsha are from their ancestors from Benin. Onitsha are not Igbo. That's the truth. Igbo'S have been here since 9th century. Excavation done by Tostan Shaw, Itibuku. So no tribe has been in this country before the Igbo'S. Benin is 11th century, the north is 13th century. This is an Igbo man in full war regalia.
Okay.
Yeah? Now, this is the machete, it has the sword. This is a den gun, locally made by Oka Blacksmith. Yeah?
Okay.
It's not correct one. Now, this one is called Ebeke the shield.
Okay.
Now, when you look at this man around the waist, he's wearing what we call Aka Banuku. So, this is the first museum in Igbo land. Okay. The first museum in Eastern Nigeria. Ubo the museum, founded by Royal Majesty Igbo'S III, Ezemu and Igbo More in 1957.
We are entering the first museum in the whole Eastern Nigeria. Obu Ofore. The first one. 1957. It was 1957 that where they established this museum. By who? Eze. The first Igwe, then the whole southeast. They go to the door. The history here is too much.
Yeah, but right. This door you are looking at is about 500 years old. Now, all those men you saw on the wall inside, great four generations before it got to us, have used this door for one reason or another, especially its main door for Ubu.
Okay, for Ubu. Yes,
Ubu chambers. That's where it's for you, but it's been used for that many years. Because it's made out of Iroko. Iroko tree cannot be eaten by termites. They can lick it, as you can see. They lick it, but they're not going to eat inside the wood. It's impossible. Yeah, and you hardly find the size anymore anywhere because it's one carved out of one tree.
Serious.
Yeah.
So this is the eternity.
Yeah. So now, if you look at how it's done in the olden days, behind here, we don't have bell or phone those days. So once you come to the door and you knock, this again, the noise will rattle, and the owner of the house knows there's somebody at the door.
Okay.
Now, this is the key, right?
Okay.
In those days, you don't have padlocks, but the old people, our ancestors had a way of creating things. So once this is put here now, see, you cannot open this door from outside. Impossible. Yeah? So that's what it's all about. So this is the key. Bolt, sort of thing. It's wooden carved out of Europe as well. So it goes into that hole and the door is locked. Yeah? You can't open it from outside.
Okay. So the bell, the mine, like the ringing bell on the door, has been there for long.
For long, yeah. Now we come here.
Okay.
This is canon. Banana. This one is cracked. It's been used as straw. Then this is the Obondo. This is Obondo cannon fire. This thing, if you set it off, the whole of this building will collapse.
Okay. That's
Can you try and lift it? Try and lift it, yes. Try.
Iron.
Try and lift it. You couldn't, right? Be careful. There you go. Be careful. Wash your feet. Yeah.
Now this one can break my.
Be careful your waist. Yeah. All right. So what I'm saying is, it's all made of solid iron, locally made. And This is our technology.
Are you saying this thing was made in Igbo?
Of course. If you want to know more about, have you been to Omaha War Museum?
No.
You have to go. You are missing out. When it comes to something like this, you guys should visit Omaha War Museum. Then you know that Igbo people are very creative. Like they say, necessity brought about invention.
It's true.
Yeah? Igbo'S did it, but the point is there was no continuity.
Yeah, it's true.
So all those things died after the war.
I couldn't lift this.
What you are looking at here is what we call the objects of Igbo religious worship. Yeah.
Okay.
This is called Ikenga. Different sizes. This is Ikenga. This is Ikenga.
Okay.
So people, when they see Ikenga, there is idol. It's not idol.
Okay.
It's the saying in Igbo is like a man can say, if you are right-handed, that's my mighty arm of valor. Okay. Right? Okay. You left-handed, same thing. So Ikenga represents your image as a grown man, nothing else.
Okay.
It's not juju.
Ah.
So what you are looking here is what you call Azurumo. Azurumo. In our own place, once you do the Eku title, you have your Obu, which is the ancestral home.
Yeah.
If you don't have this as Eku in your Obu, you cannot pray with Koyanot there. All they do is Obu. So this channel is where our ancestors spoke to God before Christianity came. We talk to God through this channel and it gets to God. That's our belief. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Every other thing here represents spirits. Like this one, we say Ezumes.
Okay,
Ezumes, where the spirits assemble. So many of them. This one, like women.
So, but there's no spirits on it.
No. It's just if you present, but this is to show you our culture.
Okay.
What it's all about. Yeah.
Okay.
And then they have the Inzu there.
Yes.
Inzu in Igbo means the purity of heart which somebody receives in their house.
Yes.
This somebody and give you, it means they are welcoming. Their heart is clean. They welcome you. Purity of heart. That's what it represents. It's dug from the ground, and that's all it is. Yeah. Okay. Now, this is another part of this mbo. It's called Onuzumbo. It's all made out of Iroko tree. That's why they can last for hundreds of years.
Hey.
Yeah. Now you come here. In the olden days, there's what they call akwali. Akwali is made when there's where people have children, they die.
Okay.
They make akwalium. That akwali is to sustain life there. When the akwali is done properly, no child dies in that family. But in the olden days, some people will use this. Okay. This will foam, and they put it behind the akwali, And this, what you are looking here now is like Mbuagariga. This is Mbuagariga, is the older one. This one was used by a man called Otipu Onyebuchi, one of the oldest men in this town. Had died. He was over 100 years when he died. Yeah? So now, this is Oji. This Oji was owned by my grandfather, Lazarus.
Lazarus. Yeah. The one who brought the church.
This Oji is about what? Lazarus was, at least he must have had it by the time of 1900. So from 1900 to now, it's what? 100 and what?
No, it's more than 100.
125. Yes. 1900.
Yeah, it's 100 and something.
120 something years. Yes. What you are looking at. Now, here, what you have here is called Ochieku or Ochendichie. Once a man is gone into initiation as Eku title holder, he can have one of these. So that's why he holds it when he's going to their meeting.
Okay.
He carry his own, and when he gets there, that's what he sits on.
Okay.
So you have different sizes of it.
Yeah.
Some people will have their name or title on it, but this is what it's all about.
Okay.
Now, what you call in this part of the world, you call Amangolo. When a child is born, either girl or male or female child, the first process is to give the name. After giving the name, the next thing in our tradition is to call Igbo'S. Igbo'S is to find out who reincarnated as the person.
Okay.
Yes, after Igbo'S, the next person for a male child is Ivo Amangolo. And this is Okwa Amangolo. Just as we eaten up by. But this Okwa Amangolo, we put this thing from Uduke, from palm.
Yes.
And put it there. So you carry it on your head, and you walk around the Udo deity, and then that's part of the initiation.
So, but it's not. It's no more.
No, people still do Amangolo. Yeah, they still do it, but not everybody. Yeah. It's those that want to do it properly. Now, this particular pan you are looking at is like zinc. Is his first zinc used in this town by my grandfather.
In this
Lazarus Aguna. Touch it from England.
Jesus Christ! I thought it's just like ordinary zinc we use.
So this was used about 1905. About 1905. 90, about that time, or 1908.
So your grandfather was the first person
to use zinc in this town. Enugu, yes, Lazarus Aguna. That was about 1908, 1910 to be precise.
Wow.
Or the British came here in 1906. So it was after them. But this is, you see the thickness.
Yes, very thick.
It's not the type of zinc you have today. Now, what you have here is oko. This oko is made like dishes. In the olden days, you use different oko for abacha. One for Igbo'S, one for soup, one for other things. Every oko has a name in Igbo land, and that's so many of them. See, I can't go into this. Now, this is Obamaya. Olden days, the wine tappers, they put their wine in the kegs to sell.
Even now, they still do it.
They still do it. So these are the same oko going.
Okay.
What you have here is Ikwe.
Yes.
Ikwe, different mortar, mortar and whatever. Then
so that's have this one. This one is
both sizes. This one was first used by my mother when she was married to my dad.
Okay.
So this thing you're looking at is in 1958. It's been here.
Wow.
All right. Now, this sword you are looking at was a gift to Ustav when he went to Israel. Israel, yes, in 1963. This sword was given to him in Israel as a gift. That's where it came from. See how long it is. And it's been kept that way.
So Israel gifted. Let me.
It's a gift. Hey. That was when Ustav was able to question the Israelis about their story.
Okay.
And realize that most of the things they are telling you today are lies. Pay attention to what I'm saying.
Okay then.
It's only a man like Ostagona who has the courage and guts to question the Israelites. He has a curator that was taking him round. And he said, the curator said, these are footprints of Christ, where he stepped the last foot and he rose to heaven. And my father said, when did this particular Israel, come into existence? The man looking at him. And my Ostagona said, Israel came into existence, this particular Israel of today, 1948.
Okay.
And it was Britain that created this Israel, you see. England created Israel. Killed Palestinians and took their land and gave the Israelis. That is the truth. Check it out on your website. Check it out on YouTube. Check it out on everything.
Is there?
I want everybody who does what I'm saying, go and watch a program, documentary called Al-Nakba. Watch Al-Nakba. It's a documentary, live, not film, not this.
Yes.
It's the real story of what happened in Egypt, in Palestine, in 1940, when Britain went there and killed the Palestinians and took their land and gave the Jews.
Okay.
That's how the Israel today. So you cannot tell me that the print has been there for 2000 when it been created in 1948. Do you see what I'm saying? So most of our people now, Christians are going to Israel because the Muslims are going to Mecca. We never used to go. It's a new thing. Yes.
Serious?
I'm telling you. Muslims have been going to Mecca before Christians said, okay, we're going to go to Israel as pilgrims.
Oh, normal, like we were existing before Israel.
Of course, that's what I'm telling you. We have been here for 2,000 years. Hey, Igbo'S have been here since the 9th century. Excavation done by Torsten Shaw, Itibuku. We tell you, show you. I told you the picture of that.
We went there.
Professor Torsten Shaw. So you know, Torsten Shaw is an British professor of archaeology who was based at Nsukka then. He helped to analyze those things and verify that those things have been there for 9th century. So no tribe has been in this country before the Igbo'S. Benin is 11th century, the north is 13th century. Yeah? Okay, these are images of about Benin. Akinzo was a good friend to my dad.
Okay.
Yeah? And this is a radio.
Okay.
A radio has come here as well.
Okay.
Now, what you are looking at here is made out of bronze, solid bronze. It's only worn by rich people in the olden days.
Yeah.
So this one came from my dad's mother.
Your dad's mother?
Yes. Brazil and boy, yeah, when I wore this. So if you stretch it now, you could put it in your ankle and then just choose the size to fit you. And that's what it's all about. It's made out of bronze. Only rich people can wear this because bronze is expensive.
Even now,
this one is the same thing, right? Come back here.
Oh wow, things are happening. Today is an eye opener.
Alpha is like psychic. When you go to psychic to read something for you, tell you your future, your life. This is what they use. Now, if you hold this one, the man who's doing the native doctor, the psychic man, will ask you to touch this. Yeah,
yes.
It's bone, just bone from cow or goat.
Okay, this is bone.
It's only bone. Yeah, touch it. So what this does is once you touch it, your spirit has connected with the reading. Now they can do reading when you are not there, but it's better when you are there physically. Okay. So now the man who's doing the alpha will pick this up. This is alpha giri.
Okay.
And he throw it. Once he throws the alpha, all these things, whether if he's facing down, he's facing up, they all have meaning.
Okay.
Now the man who's telling you reading it will tell you what it means, and that's what it's all about. So alpha giri is this. Yeah, the way you throw it, the way it falls has all meaning. You start putting it together and like this is Inzu and Edo, which is part of it, right? Okay. Now,
is the question: why is it that the Europeans are afraid of other countries within Africa, may follow up the breakup of Nigeria, and they would want to break up and form their own country? I want you people to ask yourself, why are they thinking like this? Because I have come across a lot of arguments where somebody will say, okay, they want to maintain Nigeria so that, because they are afraid. According to them, during the 1967-1970 Biafra, the issue was that if Biafra, succeeded in breaking away from Nigeria, other African countries will want to follow suit. Now, I ask again, why are they afraid of that? My people, it is not about natural resources. Some people say they are afraid to lose natural resources. It is not afraid to lose natural resources. No. Of course, business is part of it. Business is part of it, which natural resources is also one of the factors. But this is not the issue. The issue here is not about the natural resources. Because anyhow, they are still going to have access to these natural resources. Somehow, they are going to have access to it. But it is not about natural resources. Well, so when natural resources is one compelling factor, but we should go beyond natural resources. It is time we begin to think beyond natural resources. It is not about natural resources. They are afraid of the economic power that will come from Africa when Africa divide along tribal line. Because, you see, they know, they are afraid for you to know what they know. So it is not about natural resources. If you are thinking that it is because of natural resources, my brother, somehow you are right, but you are not right completely. You are getting the main point very wrong. The point here is that they are afraid of you adopting the system that made them what they are today. And what is that system? Dividing your country along tribal line. And that is what we want to do. That is exactly the brain we want to bring to Biafra. We want to bring Biafra, and Biafra will be divided along tribal line. That Efik, Ijo, Ichekiri, all these people will be the confederated state of Biafra. You are going to have your own government, your own autonomy, make decision, control your natural resources. If you have 1 trillion ton of whatever you have in your land, you control it. And we are going to have the central government. And it is going to be joint military.
the military is going to be like a NATO. If anybody is attacked, the entire Biafra will come. So we are going to have one common defense system. One common defense system. You see, just like this Europe is a little bit different. Europe is, you know, they have countries and all that. And within this country of Europe, there are countries that have autonomy, that have also autonomy within their own countries. Believe me, this is what they don't want us to do. This is what they don't want you to do. The Europeans discover that when they are together as one bunch people with different background, different culture, different language, different understanding, different thinking, things were not working. Things were not working. From 1940, 1930s, 1950s, 1960s, when these countries in Europe were still in one big for nothing country, there were no progress. In fact, do you know that, let me tell you, when they tell you that in Nigeria, in Benin or so, or is it in Ibadan or so, they have television before Switzerland. They have television, TV in Nigeria or in Yoruba land. Yoruba land, they have TV before Switzerland. Do you know why? Do you know why Yoruba were able to have television before some countries in Europe? Because that time the economy was divided along tribal line. You have, they call it region. They call it regional government. They call it region. It is not region. It was divided along tribal line. And the tribe were allowed to develop and govern themselves. And also, we were told that during that time, Oduduwa, Yoruba have their embassies, their consulate, even in the United Kingdom. And according to them, they even had their own passport. Oduduwa you see today, Yoruba people you see today, had their own passport.
Asịkwana Chineke na enweghị ihe ọ ga-eme maka ọ ga-eme gị nwụọ n'ike. Hope asịkwana na dị ihe Chineke ga-eme ọ ga-emekwa ịfụnanya. Isi n'igwe na nwere ihe ọ ga-eme maka Biafra ọ ga-eme ya ịfụ ya n'anya. Ịghọtago? Eza ka ọ dị. Ịghọtago? Ọnwa pie. Ogbugbo ọtụtụ ọtụtụ agwụgbo.
Thank you so much for watching the program. I appreciate you for your patience to watch from beginning to end. I hope you have learned a lot from this very program that I just played, this video. Please like and share the video. Share to all platforms. After sharing the video, now you can go to the comment section and put down your comments. Whatever suggestions, contributions you have to make, what do you think about the video I just played? Go to the comment section and put your comment. I will go through the comment section and I bet you I am learning a lot from there and you can equally learn from there. Let us share our experience on that comment section. Thank you so much and stay blessed. Don't forget to share and we continue to bless you as you share. Biafran government, peace, progress, unity and equity. We move.